Muchas gracias. Gracias de verdad, señor Lewis. Hemos aprendido mucho. Creo que alguien quiere intervenir, alguien que no es un diputado. ¿Es así? ¿Usted quería intervenir? Bien. Va a poder hacerlo, pero antes se tiene usted que identificar. Diga usted quién es, por favor.
Thank you very much. My name is Jebeli. I'm from Eardiebhesht Association. It's an NGO based in Germany. I'm here along with my friends from different NGO in France. My question is, are you investigating the MEPs that supporting and lobbying the terrorist organization? And the reason that I'm saying that we are all were member of Iranian Mujahideen terrorist organization, Maryam Rajavi. And the reason I'm saying that it's because she was arrested in 2004 by French counterterrorism unit in France, and they found $10 million and euro cash under her bed. I was fundraising for them in U.S. We had more than 200 fake charity registered throughout Europe and U.S. We were making between $6 million to $10 million a month. And then it was different depending on different months, especially from November to January, it was the time that we made more money. We had more than 200-300 car dealership, taxi company, mobile store, and computer stores. These are the way we were making millions and millions of dollars. Here in Europe, they are still doing that, and we have MEPs that they support this Maryam Rajavi coming to this parliament, and they don't do anything about it. So I think, why don't you start from here, and why don't you start to investigate these MEPs that support them and see where they get their money from? Every time they go to France, they pay for their... Yes. So that's the question.
Okay. Pregunta formulada. Muchas gracias. Va a responder ahora y también yo, el señor Lewis.
Gracias. So, firstly, I should say that the FATF is a policy-setting body. We're not an investigative body. So we bring together members. We use information from their operational agencies to understand how money is laundered and terrorists access funds. And then we set global standards, including on what should be investigated and how it should be investigated. And then we assess countries against those standards. So it's not for us to investigate, and often I hear these stories, and I would be quite keen to, but we're a policy-setting body firstly. However, our standards do include a big focus on the kind of activity you've talked about. So we have a standard on politically exposed persons, which ensures that countries have a particular focus on those senior public officials who are in position or have recently been in position because of their exposure to corruption. And corruption itself is a predicate offence for money laundering. So we would expect the police and agencies, law enforcement agencies, to have the ability and to be investigating the kind of cases you talk about. Then when it comes to assessing countries, we look firstly at whether a country understands the risks that it has in its jurisdiction. And so if there is, public information or closed source information about the kind of activity that you're talking about, which is could be on quite a large scale, we would expect the country to be able to demonstrate to the assessment team that they have a level of awareness of that, an understanding of it, and that they are taking action, investigative and prosecutorial action, to address those risks. So we will assess whether countries are taking that action, but we don't do it ourselves.